Good morning, everyone. We are on our way back to the dyno. You know the deal. I changed the converter. We're going to see if that helps any. And like I was saying before, I didn't know maybe if ring seal was a factor. Why it seemed like it was down on power a little bit. So I've got almost 1,000 miles on it since I've been on the dyno last time. So we'll see if that helps. I'm not really expecting much, but hey, hopefully it surprises me. Probably about 15 more minutes to go and we'll be there. So stay tuned and enjoy the fun. Alright, we are here. And yeah. So they're about to open the gate and get this thing on the dyno and do our thing. Fingers crossed. Here we go. So we're all finished up, everything's good, we were able to add a couple degrees more timing to it. Guess what? It made no difference. The red is previous, blue is today. Pretty much same power. You got that little blip there in the red previously, that's when the converter was doing its goofy stuff. So, yeah. This is all this combination has to give. Same dyno, same tuner, within a couple months. I don't know how much more scientific I can get than that. So that's pretty much, it is what it is. We're gonna go with that, and I'm gonna drive it home. I'm happy with the truck. You know, yeah, it'd be great if it made a little bit more power, but it drives really well, it's reliable. And we'll just, you know, do the $7.99 heads from Advanced Induction and that Summit cam that I have for it, and we'll squeeze some more power out of it and hopefully keep the majority of the drivability. One thing I do want to talk about is the injector duty cycle. I have a 255 liter per hour pump in this truck, Walbro. Got the whole module. It's not just the pump added to a stock bucket and all that. It's a complete module. And I've got 8.1 non-marine fuel injectors. They're 30 to 32 pounds an hour depending on what you read and who you believe. And even at that measly power level on that, you know, 335 horsepower, 336 around there, at about where this thing shifts, we're around 83% duty cycle. Up where we run it on the dyno to 6100 and it was falling off, wasn't making any more power, we just pulled it there, a couple pulls to see, we're 89% duty cycle. Now I know a lot of people don't really stress over, you know, running stuff up to 90% duty cycle on an NA application, but and I'm not stressed out about it by any means. However, at this power level, I'm already, you know, at that point where it's on the ragged edge. So yes, I have bigger injectors planned for the next go around, but looks like I'm gonna have to change the pump. 340 is probably gonna be the minimum. Realistically though, a 450 liter per hour pump's probably going to be to where I'm a lot safer. I like to have more pump and injector than I need. Some people, they don't feel that's necessary. I say do you, use what works for you, but that's kind of how I want to do it, and for my application and for my peace of mind. I just want that extra room in case I ever decide to get a little squirrely and add more power from the next couple go-arounds here. Clearly the other heads and the other camshaft aren't going to be to where I'm out of injector and pump, but when I do the final engine with the ported PRC heads and the fast intake and the even larger camshaft yet from the Summit camshaft that we're going to go with, it's definitely going to need more, and that's what I'm speaking of here. So I'm starting to get off track and off tangent, but I just wanted to say basically that, you know, I've gave it its best shot for success, and it makes what it makes. I know the magic combination supposedly is 706 and 862 heads, supposedly, because it bumps the compression and everything, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. I'd keep the 317s, or I'd get like a set of 799 243s if you can get them cheap enough. And even then, I don't know that that little bump in compression's enough to matter. So 99% of the time, I think I just leave the 317s and just get the appropriate camshaft for it, and make sure your other supporting mods are what it needs. So I didn't have another set of 317s to slam on this when I put this together, so the 862s were kind of my go-to. Yeah, I've got some 243s, 799, a couple sets of them hanging around, but for what I was trying to accomplish, just have something reliable and good for a temporary engine, it's doing the job. And I can't really complain. Did I want a little bit more power? Of course, everybody does, but I just want to kind of dispel any conspiracy theories out there that, you know, I was potentially doing something to hinder the performance of this. I have nothing to gain by you know, underreporting the numbers or trying to skew them so it looks bad. I really had hoped that the converter was robbing some power and we're going to see it pick up a few numbers here, a few numbers there, but it didn't. So, and even adding a little bit of timing to it, it didn't really change much. So, like I said, it is what it is, as cliche as that sounds. So, thanks for hanging in with me. Thanks for listening to the old Rambletron here. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd like to hear from everybody, their thoughts, their personal experiences. So my personal experience here, I'm not a fan of that cylinder head swap. So all right, until next time, this is pretty much it. We're going to end it off here. Thanks again, everyone.